Welcome to TNH Sports Podcast. Today's sponsor is Mountain Dew. Today is the 11th, I believe. Definitely the 11th. No. Alright, today we're going to talk about some NHL scores. Yeah, now I send it over to Hayden for first game. Senators and Coyotes.
Big win for the Senators Saturday, 5-1.
Senators beat Coyotes 5-1 again. 33 shots to 32 over the Coyotes, so it's close to the shot attempts. Hits, yeah, Coyotes must have been hitting pretty dang hard. On that game.
That was a pretty good game, actually. The Senators had quite a bit of shots, successful shot attempts. The Coyotes, they kept up with their shots, but they didn't score as many.
Weren't as successful. It just happens. It's a bad game for them. And ends up looking at the score, 5-1. Next game we're going to talk about Nashville and Minnesota. Nashville takes a win for their, I don't know how many wins, but whatever, 3-1. They're taking a win, 3-1 over the Minnesota Wild. Home state Minnesota just taking a big loss. Do a recap on that game. Shots for the Predators, 27, so obviously they were quite successful. Wild, on the other hand, they had 37 shot attempts and only one goal, so not successful at all. Give it over to you. What do you think about that game?
The Minnesota did pretty poor on that game. They probably could have did a little bit better with their offensive game, but their defense held up pretty good.
Only 3-1. It's not a bad game. Not a bad game for, the home Minnesota. LA Kings with a hard loss to the Winnipeg Jets. They lost 5-4. Shootout. Send it over to Hayden for the stats of the game.
The Jets had 25 shots on goal, and the Kings had 29 shots on goal. The game was a very physical game. Each side had 37 hits, so they played really strong and competitive, but the Kings didn't have what it takes to win over Winnipeg.
In the previous episode, we had some kids playing some hockey, and now we're going to share the footage with you.
Oh!
Thanks for watching TNH Sports Podcast, and thanks to Mountain Dew for the sponsorship this week again.
Till next week. See you later, folks.